Okay, we're live here at the London High School soccer match between London and Bexley tonight. And tonight I have Roger Thompson here with me, who's going to help do the commentary with me. He knows a little about the game. I believe, don't you do a little, didn't you officiate for a while, Roger?
Yeah, I did a little officiating. My son played here in London for 4 years on the varsity, so I hopefully know a little bit about the game.
So, and you probably should know most of the kids here too, right?
Most of them. Some of the newer kids on this year's team I don't know, but ones held over from years past I think I do.
I see London's coming in here with a 2-5 record, and the 2 wins they've had were league wins. Have you been to any of the games this year?
No, this is the second game I've caught.
Okay.
Not having any kids in school this year, it's kind of tough to get around the soccer games, but we thought it would be nice.
I understand they have a pretty young team here this year, so it's more, would you call it a rebuilding year?
Yeah, I think so, and it's nice to see a reserve program. The reserve game was played earlier, and it always helps to have that.
Starting out with, I believe we have 3 seniors. I think you said you know some of the older players, so I'll rely on you to kind of call names. Only the names I have right now are Carl Brill, Chad Price, and David Ritchie, and they're all seniors. And there's the buzzer, Carl, so if you want to, we'll just take it to the field. And once again, we're back here, and we're getting ready. I believe, like you said, you think Bexley won the toss.
Yeah, Bexley won the toss. They're going to be kicking off here as soon as we get going.
I don't know why I thought this was like hockey, where you had, I was asking you earlier, was they going to have a face-off? So I'll probably be saying some things, and it's probably going to be comical to you because I try to relate some of these sports to other sports. And
actually, there's a lot of similarities between soccer and hockey.
Is that right?
Some of the, goalie chin, you're using the ball instead of a puck, but can't use your hands unless you're the goalie. Here we go.
And whenever you've got anything to say, just speak right up.
All righty.
I'll follow with you. This Bexley team's passing the ball very well.
Yeah, it's always good to watch Bexley. They're well coached and always have a real good passing game. I don't know much about this year's team, but in years past they've always done a real good job passing. Are
you allowed to use your hands in any kind of way?
Only the goalie.
Only the goalie.
And that's just inside the goal box there. There was a header shot by one of the Bexley players and saved by London.
Yeah, you have to sign this kid up for a football team. You see that?
Yeah.
There? Pretty good.
Yeah, normally a good goalie will get the ball kicked out close to the midfield line. Okay, we've got to throw in London here.
And you're allowed to throw it in. You have to throw it. Okay.
Yeah, well, that's the one time that the players can use their hands is when they throw in from out of bounds.
Is it always 2 hands overhead?
2 hands over the head.
Okay. I tell you what, looks like to me it takes you have to be in really good shape to be good at this game.
Yeah, you're constantly running, especially if you're playing in the midfield. You're playing a little bit of offense, a little bit of defense.
I know you were going into officiating there for a while. Was you having trouble keeping up with these young kids?
Yeah, that's always tough. When you're 50 years old almost, it's kind of difficult to keep up with the kids.
Yeah, you're older than I am. Carl laughing. I wish. Now the goalie come clear out there. Now is somebody else allowed to go in there and protect where he left?
They can go in and protect, but they still can't use their hands. He's the only one. He's the only one who can use their hands. Yeah.
Okay. It looks like if they draw him out of there, then that even enhances your chances of scoring if he doesn't really get a good, good contact with the ball. Got a good shot of the pole there and the speakers.
Yep.
Maybe this new field we're going to put in is going to eliminate.
Yeah, hopefully we can eliminate some of those things. Yeah, it'll be nice to see that field done down there at the high school.
Yeah, someday.
Must have been a bad throw in. As we said before, you got to use both hands over the head, and sometimes you don't always get that accomplished. So they turn around and go the other way with the throw in. Looks like we're getting a few fans coming in here for the varsity game tonight.
I said something to Carl while I go in the reserve game. I seen a throw in like that, and then the kid kicked the ball right out of bounds. I said, he's probably tired. He wants a break.
Yeah.
So kick it out of bounds. We'll get a little break here. How many steps you allowed on the throw in? Any distance?
You're allowed to take as many as you want. You just can't get your foot across the inbounds line.
Okay.
You can step on the line, but you can't go over the line.
You're saying how far down the field can you run on the throw in?
Well, you're supposed to throw the ball in where it went out of bounds. And you'll notice in the reserve game they called it back a couple of times because the kid did run down the field too far.
Okay. Did you ever play soccer?
No, that was...
You had a boy play though, didn't you?
All three of the kids played in one form or another, either in the youth league or here at the school. But when I was in high school down in Fayette County, they didn't have soccer programs. So
yeah, they didn't have soccer when I was in school either.
I got started with Les Tackus in the youth program.
Okay, yeah.
I coached for about 7 or 8 years in the youth league.
So that helps in knowing the game too.
A long kick downfield by one of the London players.
Circle wasn't invented back then, was it, Gary?
What's that?
I said the circle wasn't invented
The
back
circle.
then.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not sure what the circle is.
The ball.
Oh, the ball.
Well, when we were in school, they were just working on dirt then, I think.
Yeah. That takes me clear back to '56 when I graduated.
Oh, no.
That was a good kick there, wasn't it, Carl?
Oh.
Yeah.
Find out what kind of chest you got taking kicks like that.
Yeah, London kicked the ball back over the end line there, and then Bexley get a corner kick coming up.
These kids don't wear any kind of padding either, do they?
No. No, just the shin guards on the lower part of the leg. And that's the only padding any of them wear. With the exception of the goalie, they have special pants that got hip pads in them because they do so much sliding around on the ground.
Okay. Learn something every time I do a different sport. Good kick in.
Corner kick by Bexley, and we got a goal there, looks like.
With 34 minutes left in the first half, Bexley goes ahead 1-0. This game is played by what? How many minutes did they say per half?
40 minutes.
40 minutes, and it runs straight through without...
Yeah, well, the clock stopped now. They stop on a score if there's a penalty. But generally speaking, the clock runs even on substitutions and minor infractions.
Okay. London look like they come near to a score. That's pretty sick how those kids steal that ball from one another. It's almost like basketball. If they're using their feet.
Yeah.
Get right in there and steal that ball.
Yeah, they call that tackling in soccer, except you're not using your hands and body to take the guy down. You're just using your feet to get the ball away from him.
I made a comment the other day at the tennis game where I said something like, when the ball comes off the racket, you can hear that noise. You can just about tell where the ball's gone. Somebody said, "Who do you think you are, Jimmy Crumb or somebody?" I said, "How you gonna know where the ball's gone when you hear the sound?" I said, "It sounded good, though, didn't it? I got your attention."
Okay, Bexley's got another corner kick coming up here, and that's how they scored their first goal. Normally, these are set plays that they run on a corner kick. It looks kind of haphazard, but generally they have some thought put into them. Headed out by London, some good defensive play.
13, do you know him? That just hit the ball off his head?
Really?
That's Carl Brill.
Okay.
Yeah.
I seen it right up in the paper on Carl the other day where he's looking at some schools looking at him, I think. Oh, I think it was for baseball.
Yeah, he's probably one of the principal players that the soccer team's going to be relying on this season. Him and David Ritchie.
You know
and Chad Price.
Get a chance.
I think
some of these kids might want to call their names out if you know them from time to time. We don't know them all, but what few we do know, we'll try to give you their names.
Yeah, David Ritchie's number 6. Yeah, Bexley's always got 2 or 3 guys back on defense, and it's tough to get through a defense like that.
How many players are on each team?
There's, counting the goalie, there's 11 on each side.
The same as football, huh?
Yeah.
What do the officials do? Go 50-50? One goes halfway one way and the other goes halfway the other way?
Yeah, the official on this side is called the trail official. He's supposed to be about in line with the last line of players there. And he's the one that will normally call an offsides play and go in the other direction.
He's holding his hand up. What's that count?
When the hand's straight up like that, he's called an indirect kick. And he'll put the hand down when somebody else touches the ball. Okay. The difference between a direct and an indirect, you can score a goal on a direct kick, whereas on an indirect kick, it has to touch somebody else before it can go into the goal.
Okay.
And a lot of times they'll score on an indirect kick, or they think they've scored, and everybody will moan and groan because the referee called it back.
Ooh, did you see that? Get that call? What did he call?
He must have called tripping or something like that. They gave the ball to Bexley on a free kick.
He come in there like a load now. Are you allowed to use your hands as far as touching other players?
No, you're supposed
Is there a penalty on that?
Yeah, you're supposed to keep your hands off the players. If you're pushing or shoving, they'll call a penalty and give their team a free kick on that. That's Ryan Rattan there, number 19. I think he's, probably a junior.
You said both teams on the same sideline. What happened to that?
That was a new rule this year that says you can have them on opposite sides.
Good rule.
Well,
That's probably what caused the
Well,
fight.
the fans on the same side behind the player, both on the same side was kind of tough.
I think it has its good points and bad. Like you say, here the teams are separated and the fans are separated, just like in football.
Right.
One of the big problems for the officials is keeping current with the substitutions, because before they just looked to one spot for a sub. Now they got to look on both sides of the field. But I think in some of your hotly contested things, keeping them separated, you're not going to have a field full of soccer players like we had here a couple years ago.
Yeah, I heard about that. Bexley's managing to keep the ball on this side of the field quite a bit.
Bexley plays a good game of control ball. You'll see them pass the ball a lot, and London will be playing a lot of the game on defense. Long pass downfield by Rattan, and the Bexley defenders caught up with it. Nice stop by David Ritchie on the play there.
You can usually tell younger players in the inexperienced. Even though I don't know that much about the game, you can see a difference in the experienced team and the inexperienced younger players.
Yeah, a lot of it has to do with the community and how well they develop their youth programs. I think you'll see more out of London in years to come with some of the youth programs they have going now.
Yeah, I thought they were having quite a few teams.
They've got, I think, still their Kiwanis teams, and they also have the London Pride team, which is a traveling team. So I think the next few years you'll see some better caliber soccer players come up through the youth program. Nice save by the goalie. It looks like he took a good shot there. And yep, we got a timeout. The goalie's got to be one of the toughest positions going, I believe.
That's why I was wondering if they wore any other pads than what they wear.
No.
Like a cup?
Yeah.
Well, I would think certainly they would wear something like that.
Especially the goalie.
Yeah.
I think they all need it.
Yeah. It's recommended they all don't do it, but
yeah. I don't think he's wearing one. I don't think he's wearing one.
See if you can pull in Bexley fans over there, and then none of got very many people here tonight. Yeah, we've got a few.
Well, I believe Bexley brings about as many people to a soccer game as they do football.
Yeah, right. Yep.
It looks like the young man's okay.
Well, that's good. It's always a surprise when you get caught that way.
He's coming out of the game. Is there any kind of rule like that you have to come out of the game?
Yeah, if the coach has to go out or the trainer has to go out and tend to the player, then he's got to come out temporarily. They can go back in at the next chance for substitution.
They're walking on Jim.
Yeah, he probably needs a little break after that one.
It looked like a pretty good shot.
But it was a real nice save.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Couldn't beat it.
Yeah.
So who's that guy? Is that Brill going in as a goalie now?
I didn't notice who went down there.
No, that's not Brill.
Is this Brill right here, number 11?
Yeah. That's Brill 11.
There's only one Brill?
I think there's two in there.
That's what I was wondering, because he looks like Brill.
Carl,
What's the other one's name?
you know, I really can't tell you.
I'm thinking that's Carl down there at the goalie.
No, that's Carl back here.
Number 11? Okay.
No, I don't think so.
Oh, no, you're right. That's Carl.
No, he's got a different haircut.
Yeah. Well, it looks like it.
Yeah, I think Carl's got his hair tied in the back.
Yeah, Carl must be the goalie.
Yeah, he may be going at the goalie there. All right.
Tell you what, London's giving them, even the score's only 1-0 with 26 minutes left in the first half. London's playing them pretty heads up so far.
Yeah, I think you're right. London's done a real good job against Bexley tonight.
This is probably a game of stamina too, and who's in the best physical shape when it comes later on in the game, then you know.
Well, I think that's what happened to London a couple years ago. They played them real even for 36 minutes and kind of got tired.
Going to be real easy to do.
Yeah.
Uh-oh, could be trouble.
Nice defense by London down there.
It's too bad we don't know any more names.
Okay, nice headshot by the Bexley player. Oh, that'd make it 2-0 now.
2-0. At the 25-minute mark.
Yeah, if you can get the ball up in the air where the guy can get the head on the ball, it's kind of it's awful hard for the goalie to know which way it's going to go.
And London's getting ready to kick off here at midfield. Did I say that right?
Right.
They're kicking off?
Yeah, it's kickoff.
Carl and I would like to thank our wives for letting us come down here and do these games.
Fellas probably put in a lot of time covering all these sporting events.
A lot of time. We enjoyed doing it.
Yeah, you'll notice, Bexley, they've got everybody on their side of the midfield, but they still got 3 players back in case London gets the ball.
Would you call that a different coaching philosophy? Or is that a certain type of defense? Is there names for the defenses or stuff like that?
No, not really. Except these guys, given the distance they're down, are probably fairly quick players. Because they have to have the ability to get back and defend if the ball goes.
Is that another one?
Yeah.
Another goal?
Another headshot.
He went up real high and got their head shot there. That was a perfect play.
Man.
24 minutes and London just went down 3-0. Got a good shot of
Mosier spraying the official.
Yeah. Must be a few mosquitoes out tonight. I haven't felt any up here in the booth yet this evening.
That Doug does a good job of, he's the trainer, isn't he?
Yeah, he's the trainer. Went down to Wilmington College and got his degree in that.
He does a good job, I tell you.
Yeah.
I guess that's all part of a trainer's job. He had to have his off spray with him.
Yeah.
One of his deep woods.
All right, nice save there by the goalie.
It's amazing sometimes how you see these kids reverse that ball almost like they're grabbing with their hands and pushing that ball around.
Yeah. Nice lead pass down the field there. Kicked out of bounds, but Bexley will be a London throw in.
I'll see what kind of play London's got for a throw in. That's not called a corner throw there, is it?
No, it's just a throw in.
Just a throw in, okay.
If it goes over the end line, not quite fast enough to get in on that ball.
You get a lot of instruction from the fans too.
Yeah, I'm hearing that. Coaches everywhere,
Oh yes.
except up here.
I found over
Go ahead.
the years that soccer fans are probably some of the more vocal. You hear a lot of noise at football games, but there's probably 50 times as many fans. Doesn't take a whole lot of soccer fans to make a ruckus.
I seen something there just a minute ago where a player ran out of bounds and back inbounds and kept kicking the ball. Now is that
The player can run out of bounds.
as long as the ball doesn't go out?
Right.
Another goal?
Yeah, looks he almost had it, but it got through his hands there, it looked like. Yeah, as long as the ball doesn't go out of play, the player can be on the outside of the line.
Okay. Now they're changing goalies back.
Yeah. Well, we got 4-0 now. Looks like the passing attack of Bexley is starting to control the game here.
His name's Nathan Brill.
Okay. Number 11?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I thought this one was Carl.
Yeah, Carl took over for goalie there while the regular goalie was injured.
They're going to pick up some names from some of the fans. Nathan's probably the younger one, isn't he?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I think Carl's a senior, isn't he?
Yeah, I think so.
Pretty good baseball player too.
He started 4 years soccer.
Yeah. Looks like we had an infraction on the part of London there.
Good ball shot there, Carl.
Yeah.
Get you to follow football like that.
Okay, David Ritchie almost had a good play going there.
I see a lot of times what's hurting us too is we're getting out hustled.
Yeah, quickness is a big part of the game, and you'll also notice that even when Bexley's attacking, they've got 3 or 4 guys back there to pick up the loose ball. All right, we got a little play going there. Three players converge on him and get the ball away.
And that's the advantage of, like you said a while ago, of having those 3 players back.
Right. Like London's got a corner kick coming up. That's how Bexley scored a couple of their goals, I think, was off the corners. See what London can do here. Nice kick into the middle, but it was well defended by the Bexley players. And they throw in London.
I think the officials stay mostly on the outside of the field.
Right. And the dual system, which is what they got tonight with 2 referees. One will run one sideline and one will run the other.
I thought you were going to catch that with his hand there for a minute.
Yeah, it looks like it's awful close sometimes when they catch him on the chest.
Get that, Carl? You got to have a hard head to play this sport too, don't you?
You got to have a real hard head to play this sport.
Well, they don't wear helmets.
The ball ain't soft either.
No. Yeah, I've known players to get concussions off of getting hit with the ball.
I believe it.
Uh-oh, there we go.
Oh, good save.
Nice defense there by the goalie.
I don't know who he is, but he didn't shy away that time. He just got back in the game after that little injury he had a while ago. He hung right in there. It's interesting to see how he was able to place himself in the right spot to make that block too.
All right, it's good defense there by London.
Do you ever see any high school kids do any of the kicks like some of these pros in college do, like falling down and kicking the ball with their heads?
Scissors kicks and things like that. I've seen some of them try it. Normally it doesn't work that well. Most of them I've seen of the college players try it this year, they haven't done a very good job either. So it takes a lot of skill to be able to perfect a kick like that in a game situation.
Yeah.
It's a whole lot easier to do some of the stuff in practice than it is in the game situation. Nice pass through there by Bexley. That's number 4 is Chad Price. He's doing a good job with his defense. All right, nice save by the goalie.
Is there terminology for like when you got 2 players and they're kicking the ball right, just more or less moving the ball in an area maybe 2 or 3 feet? Is there any type of terminology for that?
Not really. It's just a fight for the ball. But Bexley's went a very good kick into the goal, and a nice save by the goalie.
The goalie's getting a workout tonight.
Yeah, I figured they would with Bexley coming in here this evening.
I talked to Manuel Ortega. He's a reserve coach, and almost got one in. And I was going to have him come up here with us. It'd be an interesting guy. I think that's where he's originally from. His soccer is one of the main games.
Yeah. Well, most everywhere else in the world but the United States, soccer's the primary game in the country. You see that when it comes to World Cup time.
Yeah, that's for sure.
Take it serious too.
Yeah.
See some of them where they be chasing the refs out, and they refs climbing the fences and stuff. Team don't win.
I have to find out who this goalie is, because he's been busy.
Nice. Nice pass through there.
Oh.
Bexley's defenders are back.
I'm going to ask you to go that door's open.
Yeah.
See if he...
I got to throw in London here. Headed away by the Bexley player. Looked like a handball on London there. Player just about caught the ball. Sometimes it's hard to avoid a handball. Sometimes they're deliberate, but other times it's really kind of accidental.
Still calling though.
Oh yeah. Nice defensive play there.
Good still by... Oh, he's hot. He's not happy at all.
Trip from behind on the Bexley player.
You don't know who that number 10 is, do you?
That's
He wouldn't be one of the seniors, would he?
yeah, what are the names for the seniors?
Brill, Price, and Ritchie.
No, Price is number 4. He's back there at the center fullback position.
Center fullback.
Yeah. Yeah, he's right out here in the middle of the field in front of us right now. Shot in by London's, saved by the goalie there.
What are some of the names of the positions in this? Like, you know, in football you have fullback, tackle, guard, and all that kind of stuff. I heard you say center fullback here.
Well, there's several different terms, but normally the defensive players are the fullbacks, the ones that play both ways, offense and defense, and are called midfielders.
Midfielders.
And then the fellows up front, there's either 2 or 3 up front for the scoring. They're called forwards or strikers.
Okay.
Just depends on where you're from is what you call them. But that's basically, besides the goalie, there's 3 positions down the field. Yeah, they do.
Yeah, they know right where the players are going to be too.
Yeah,
They play together a lot.
Yep, that was a nice takeaway by the London defender there. Bexley got the ball back and a wild shot off. Chaz Fleming is the goalie. Chaz Fleming. Okay, Bexley got another corner kick coming up here. Yeah, we got it.
Chaz Fleming.
C-H-A-Z.
Okay. And Chaz, finally got the goalie's name for London, is Chaz Fleming. He's been very, very busy tonight. As the score is with 11 minutes left in the first half, we got a score of 4-0.
Another nice save by the goalie there.
Another save by Fleming.
Nice high kick downfield.
Football coach ought to come out and look at that young man.
That's where they found the last one.
I know.
Tobin.
It's always nice to have another one in reserve.
They didn't kick him.
And another save. Look at
Another
that.
nice save by Fleming.
He's quick. He's getting to work out, a lot of practice kicking. They're coming right back at him again.
Yeah, that's one thing to find with a well-disciplined team like Bexley. They'll keep coming at you and keep coming at you.
Fleming's on the attack.
Down there.
Well, that ball reverses field in a heartbeat, doesn't it?
How much time is it?
9 minutes. There's just a little over 9 minutes left in the first half. London down 4-0.
Okay, on what the call was, maybe offsides. London's got an indirect kick from down the goal area there.
Is Bexley usually one of the better teams in the league?
They have been over the years, but it seems like Big Walnut and Nolan Tangi have, over the last 5 or 6 years, really developed their programs. And if any of the fans ever watched a Big Walnut game, it's probably one of the toughest played games you ever see.
Is that right?
Yeah. Sometimes it borders on ugly. There's Bexley player on a nice run in there.
Oh, did he make it?
No,
Over the top.
over the top. Near goal by the Bexley player.
How many shots on goal have we had? 10?
We've had a few down there, but most of them weren't any real danger. They've been from too far out. But Bexley's got a lot of good shots, almost at point blank there, look like. I think Fleming's been doing a good job at goal for his first full year playing the position.
Yeah.
You say it's Fleming's first year?
Yeah, the goalie from last year, not on the team this year. It was Clark Tobin's playing football exclusively, I think. So.
Talk to each other.
I keep leaning forward. I forget we got it on the monitor here.
Yeah.
Of course, it's not the same as seeing it out there on the field.
Yeah, we've got to throw in Bexley here.
Steal by Brill.
Nice cross into the middle of the field by London. Always a couple of Bexley players on the ball when it gets there, though.
I heard it named Jared. And you catch the last name.
Maybe at halftime here we can find out identity is more the London players.
We'll give it a shot. What do you got, 10-minute halftime?
I believe so, yeah.
It's always nice if we can, but usually, well, like this year, they don't have programs down there, I don't believe.
No, the only body that has the players' names is the coach. He's got the roster. We can get a copy of that from Heath or not.
I'm sure he'd give us one if he's got one.
If he's got a spare copy, that'd be nice for the kids to get a little recognition here in the second half.
I imagine he's going to be pretty busy at halftime, though.
Somebody probably thinks they got stats of some kind.
And we're down to the 5-minute mark, 5.5 minutes. What's 4 minutes? 4-0 score. London still scoreless. Another fine kick by the goalie. I didn't forget his name that quick.
Chaz Fleming. Nice pass through there.
Gee.
Yeah.
He's crawling. Oh.
Up.
All right.
Nice try in there by, I think that was Nathan Brill, wasn't it?
Yeah, Nathan Bill.
Nice defensive play by the London player. Throw in for Bexley.
Don't waste no time getting back.
He had a ball,
No.
didn't he?
Now, the quicker you get it back in play, the less prepared the defense is. Tackled out of bounds there by the London player. If you try to make a sliding play like that and you get the ball first, it's all right. But if you get the player first, they'll call a foul on you.
These guys got to be starting getting tired by now.
Yeah. Because London hasn't done a whole lot of substitutions. Of course, we've only got, I see 2 players on the bench.
Players on the bench, yeah.
So we can't do a whole lot of subbing here.
I'm sure Heath would like to look down that bench and see about 10 subs. Need a few more people to get more active and get in this soccer program. It's a sport that about anybody can play at the younger age. They don't bar anybody from
Yeah,
it.
it's a lot safer when you're growing up as a kid than football, I believe.
They got a girl on their team.
I thought I seen a girl, but I'm not sure.
On Bexley?
Number 5, is that a girl? She's out there now. That's a girl, isn't it?
I don't know.
Surely.
You can't tell by the hair, it looks like it, but
I figured
Right there, she got the ball.
I figured Bexley would have their own girls team, but maybe not.
If that's not a girl, we're sorry.
it's looking pretty good if it is.
Well, that should have been a foul there on the Bexley player. He shoved number 19 right out of the road.
A little bit of acting on that one, too.
Yeah.
We've seen some of that. Now he's acting.
Yeah.
2 minutes.
Seen that Drew Porter last year doing a big action.
Yeah, try and get the call.
Yeah.
Shot by Bexley wide of the mark. Got a goal kick coming up here for London.
I think Drew's just tired.
He let him drop it on the ground, get some rest.
Under 2 minutes now.
Yep.
With the exception of that short period of time when the goalie was hurt, there really hadn't been a whole lot of goals scored. They took advantage of us having the secondary goal or second substitute.
Yeah,
goal.
London hasn't played all that that bad on defense. It's tough to get anything going offensively here against the Bexley defense. Looks like another shot possibly coming up here for Bexley.
I didn't know who Heath was until I got talking to him. I recognized the name, and I had him in when I had the youth basketball program. I had him in that program, and he was real little, and I didn't think he was ever going to grow. And he's grown up to be
I'm not sure.
young man.
I think he holds the London soccer record for the most goals in the season.
Is that right?
I think that's correct.
6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
There we are, into the first half.
Ends the first half, and London down 4-0. Get the scoreboard, and we'll take a break. We'll come back here after the break. Okay. Yeah, we're getting ready for the second half kickoff here.
Looks like London's going to kick off, heading toward the north end of the field there. As soon as we get the train by, maybe we can hear.
Clock set for 40 minutes. We do have a few names here, so we'll be able to tell you a few of the people here that are playing tonight. I do know the Brills.
Yeah.
I'm sure that 10-minute break was well. Everybody's been welcome back.
And so did we.
Yeah.
That's who, yeah, I heard that.
Yeah, we'll try as the game goes on here to get some of the London players identified in the positions they're playing. Number 6 up front is David Ritchie, along with
I was watching that number 19.
Ryan Rutan.
Rutan, it looked like he was doing ballet steps. They don't do ballet in practice, do they?
I don't think so. Also up front there with David Ritchie is Mike Nestrick.
I know football players do ballet. I've seen,
Yeah,
I've
I
seen
would guess it
pro
would help
football
their
players do.
hand-eye coordination and balance and everything. And
Shocked me, I've seen some of them big football players, 280-pounders doing ballet.
it's like Bexley keeping up the pressure on the London defense. We got a London throw-in coming up here, looks like. Ball last touched out of bounds by Bexley. Okay, David Ritchie intercepted the ball there. Bexley got it back. Some nice passing by Bexley there.
How's your focus, Carl? You seem okay to you?
Look at the goal post on the film.
All crooked.
Like a goal kick coming up for London. Need to see a nice kick there to get the ball down this end of the field.
And that once again is, what's his name? The goalie?
Chaz Fleming's the goalie. Number 19 there in the midfield is Ryan Rutan. Our defense, we got Ben Goodyear, number 14, back there on defense, along with Chad Price, Tim Knowles, and number 27, John Isaacs, are their fullbacks back there.
The game has moved to the other end of the field now, and it's hard to see from this angle.
Yeah. Nice kick out there by London. The last touch going out of bounds by London to be a Bexley throw-in.
What's the highest scoring game you've seen when your boy was playing?
Unfortunately, it was about a 14-0 game with London having the nothing.
Is that right?
That was one of the tournament games we played at Worthington Christian. It was really a clinic. You know, when they score in the first 15 seconds of the game and keep on going, it's, you know, they're putting on a clinic.
Yeah, it's something to see sometimes. Got quite a few cars here. There must be one person in every car.
Yeah. Okay, we've got a corner kick coming up here for Bexley. That's how they scored once or twice there in the first half, so we probably need to watch this one fairly close. Corner kick goes clear across the field and just about out of bounds on the other side. London's got the ball. Turned it back over to Bexley there at the midfield.
Good head. I want to call it a headbutt.
Yeah, caught headers. That was John Isaac with that header there that got it back out for the defense.
Two. Ain't hit the ground yet.
Yeah, you'll see the ball kicked around several times before it hits the ground.
Good volley.
Uh-oh.
And another goal scored on the header by the Bexley player.
Which brings the score up to 5-0. 34 minutes left in the second half.
Well, unfortunately, it looks like the second half's taken up where the first one left off.
Seems like we got a good night for the game anyway. The weather's been good to us.
Yeah, I was beginning to wonder early in the day, and it kept raining. It rained about all morning.
Because he likes to see them slipping and sliding. He feels that London are better mutters than
And my son always liked to play in a light rain, but it's not good for the fans. Of course, being up here in the booth, it wouldn't bother us a whole lot, but I wouldn't want to be sitting out there in the rainstorm. I think it was actually a couple years ago, one of the Bexley games was suspended for a while because of lightning. I'll move over a little bit so you can
No,
see
I'm
the
just
corner.
moving over here. I can't see anything from
Yeah.
there. You just go ahead and see. I want you to see more than me anyway, because you're doing most of the talking. They can hear me from back here. I'm not saying that much.
Another run on the goal by Bexley. Kicked out of there by London.
Brill makes the save. A lot of body contact.
A lot of body contact there, both sides of the ball. That's typical of a soccer match, though. I found out the other day that soccer's actually listed as a contact sport. I always thought all these years it was a non-contact sport, but it's classified the same as football now.
Is that right?
It's contact sport.
There's another goal.
Another goal scored by Bexley there.
And that brings the score up 2 as we pick a shot of the scoreboard here. 6-0. 32 minutes left in the second half.
Whereas the Europeans or other countries would say 6-0.
6-0.
Yeah. Here in the States, we'd say 6-0. Over in Europe, they call it 6-0.
And that's where most of the soccer's played.
Yeah.
So we need to catch up on their terminology. Maybe that make us better players. I don't think we've been across the 30-yard line in this half.
Now the Bexley defense is pretty disciplined. They stand back there just past midfield. It's hard to get anything by them.
Walk it, Jerry.
I had one of the parents tell the child they was walking. I'd probably be doing a lot of walking if I was down there.
Yeah.
And I know Carl would.
Yeah, it takes a lot of effort to keep going. Okay, it looks like it's kicked out by Bexley, and we've got a throw-in coming up for London here. As soon as we can get a ball.
I'd like to put in a plug for the Hartley Complex. They have this raffle going on where it's the lottery raffle. I believe it's $20 a card, and if your number wins anytime during the month of the drawing, you can win once, twice, three, however many times it's drawn. Whatever day the amount of money's on there, that's what you win.
Was that based on the pick 3?
It's based on the pick 3.
Yeah.
And it's going very slow. The tickets are going very slow this time. And all proceeds go to the Hartley Complex. So if you guys get a chance, stop and see Jimmy Roddy. Anybody that's on the board has tickets. I think the drawing is for next month, so we're running out of time, and we're going to have a lot of tickets that won't be sold if we don't get busy and get some of these tickets to the people, which we're trying to do.
Shot by Bexley wide of the goal there. Yeah, I've known some organizations run those cards 9 months out of the year.
Is that right?
During the school months, and it's been a real good moneymakers.
Yeah.
Schools over in Columbus.
London, we ran one a couple months, 2 or 3 months ago, and it went real good. This time they're going kind of slow. And if we don't sell quite a few more tickets, we're going to end up taking a loss on it, and we don't want that, especially since it's all for charity to go to the complex. I want to thank everybody that's donated to the camera fund. We are within just a very few $100s of reaching our goal. Hopefully we'll have our goal met before the West Jeff game and maybe have the camera by then. We do still need a little bit of money, so anybody wants to donate can see Gary McNeil or Carl King, or drop your donation off at the bank, National City Bank. And we thank you once again. Any donators' names will be credited in the credit column after all programs that we do, which are played on Monday night at 6:30, and then Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday 2 or 3 times during the day for people who work different shifts.
Like London, maybe getting something going here. You got a nice run going down toward the goal line. Bexley defense picks off the ball as usual.
This could be trouble. Good save. Did that Fleming make that save there, or another player?
I think one of our...
I was behind the pole
Yeah, I
on
couldn't
that
really
one.
say.
Mind your way. You get over here where you can see.
No, I'm pretty good shape here, I think. Bexley is still keeping up the pressure, and I haven't seen a whole lot of substitutions yet by the Blue Lions from Bexley.
Yeah, and like you said, we don't have a whole lot of subs to substitute.
No, we got 2 boys sitting on the bench. And got a sub coming in here for Bexley finally. It always helps to have fresh legs in the game, whatever sport you're playing.
And especially this late in the game, London doesn't have any fresh legs to mount that many to put in, so it's going to take its toll here.
You'll see that a lot in your college games or World Cup games.
Yeah.
Late in the half, they'll put in some fresh legs, and a lot of times we'll end up with a quick score off of that. Ball kicked out there by London, be a throw in for Bexley.
Oh, man. Well, that was a fake error. Did you see that? Man, that was a good one. That almost was a
Looks like we just
score.
nearly missed a goal down there, didn't they?
Woo! That was pretty neat.
Had another save by Fleming there.
The goal kick coming up here for London.
Now, what constituted that play there?
The goal kick.
Uh-huh.
The ball went across the end line, kicked by the Bexley player.
Okay.
So it goes over to London on a goal kick.
And then the other way, if the goalie catches, then he gets to just punt it out.
Right. Like in this case here, the goalie picked up the ball and he'll either throw it or kick it out. A lot of times you see the goalie throw the ball, which gives them
Set
a lot
play.
better control where the ball's going to go.
Right.
You get a high kick. A lot of times you don't know where the ball's going to go. But I've seen goalies throw the ball almost as far as they can kick it.
Is that right? And when you throw it, you have to throw it with 2 hands?
No.
Oh, you can throw it with one that
Yeah.
way.
Yeah.
Okay, I think I did see
Normally
it.
they kind of
cup it
cup the ball and
and
yeah,
wing
get
it.
wing it, yeah, and they can get a lot of spin and distance on the ball. We've got a throw-in coming up here for Bexley. High ball into the middle, down there to London's end, and a kick over the goal by Bexley. Good goal kick, London. Yeah, it'd be nice to play down at the left side of the field here for a while.
Yeah, well, we can see. And you play one whole half on the same end, right?
Yeah, and London's having problems getting the.
What we say? Number 5 is a girl. Ain't no girl. It's a guy.
Oh, for Bexley?
Yeah, that's
Okay.
a guy. See him right there? I can see him now. That's a guy. Oops.
I bet he appreciate that.
Hope they don't get the tape over there. Hope they don't get. Oh man. Yeah, Gary, you said they was looking pretty good. You said they looked pretty nice.
Well, maybe recommend a good barber.
Yeah. Yeah, like, some of them got them ponytails.
I ain't said nothing. What are you talking about? I just called on what you said.
Oh man.
Trying to get out of that one, ain't you?
I thought that was
Just like your brother.
Okay, we've got to throw in London here. At least we're going to get it back toward the middle of the field.
Yeah, get up there.
There's the Bexley defender. Nice handball by Eric Chin, but nobody called it.
Get over there.
Whoop there. Looks like the grass is getting just a little bit dewy out there. You'll probably see a lot of slipping and sliding around out there now.
Yeah, that's what we want. See, look at number 5 right there. See? That's that guy.
I knew it was a guy.
Here.
I told this guy when he was raised handling that ball. Watch him move.
Okay, Mike Nestrick's out of the game, and number 5, Sean Strobel, replaces him there at the forward position.
I don't think we've had a chance to list all the players. You might want to run down your list and just name who is on the team.
Okay, yeah, we can do that. The seniors, as we noted, or at least 3 of the seniors, as we noted before, was Chad Price, David Ritchie, and Carl Brill. Also, we got number 12, Jared McKinley, number 10, Eric Chen, number 11, Nate Brill, which is Carl's younger brother, 19, Ryan Rutan, 27, John Isaac, number 18, Tim Knowles, number 14, Ben Goodyear, 8, Mike Nestrick, who just came out of the game, Chad Fleming in the goal, and Sean Strobel, who just went in the game there for Mike Nestrick. And as far as I can tell tonight, that's the
Complete roster.
That's a complete roster address for the game tonight.
That last kick, while you were giving the names, went through the uprights like a field goal from about 45 yards out.
And another Bexley kick right over the goalpost. Been a little lower, they would have had one there.
As long as they go over top, we're okay.
Yeah, we got a sub for London. Mike Nestrick back in the game. And I got to see who's okay.
Number 10.
Eric Chen is coming out of the game for a rest. Yeah, like we said earlier, with only 12 players to play the normal positions, there's not a whole lot of rest for anybody out there. Especially with the pressure that Bexley's keeping up.
Yeah, they're key. There goes a good one. At least we're going down the other end of the field once.
Long kick down the field there. Nobody down there for London to be able to follow up on it. A nice kick back down across the midline by the Bexley player.
Picked out a divot on that one.
Yeah, it looked like a golf shot there, didn't it? Looked like one of my golf shots.
Yeah.
Didn't go very well.
Yep.
And we got another goal scored there by the Bexley player. Low shot into the corner of the goal, which those are real difficult for any goalie to get a hold of.
That brings us up to about 7 to what was the other terminology?
0.
7-0.
Yeah.
That's a lot of area to cover there at goal.
Yeah. Yeah, if you got a choice of where to put things, low into the corners, where you want to go. If you'll look at penalty shots in soccer games, most of them are low into the corner.
Is that right?
Yeah.
And London goes on the attack once again.
Yeah, London's having a difficult time with the Bexley defense tonight. Most of the games have been played on the Bexley half of the field.
Yeah, I noticed on that when we were kicking that time that we was having a hard time getting the ball across the 50-yard line.
Yeah. Nice run down the field here by London.
I thought maybe we'd have a chance for a score there.
Oh.
Well, we had 2 London players and 4 Bexley players on the ball, so it's kind of difficult. So we got a throw in by London here down at the Bexley end of the field. It's like a handball called on London there. Here, free kick for the Bexley Blue Lions. Kick too long down the field, and anytime you hit a kick like that, it's just a ton out by the goalie. Okay, we're spending a lot of time right in the middle of the field now, just kicking the ball back and forth. I think there's a lot of tired young fellows out there right now.
Yeah,
Like a nice handball by number 20 there. Nice clear by the London defender. They got a little run going up the field there.
Do soccer players have special shoes?
Yeah, like any sports, you can't get along without a special shoe. They've got about 6 to 8 cleats on the bottom.
Okay.
A lighter weight shoe than football.
Are you allowed to use that shoe in football?
I don't know, what the football regulations are.
Yeah, just curious. It's a lighter shoe. Good head.
Nice head ball there by the defender for London. It seems like soccer shoes always wear out in the toe. Foul called on the London player there and a free kick by Bexley.
And they get it in quick, don't they?
Yeah, they do. That's one thing you got to do is get the ball in play as soon as you can.
No cards here tonight.
No, that's one thing I've noticed. It's been a fairly clean game by both schools. The
When
game.
you say cards, somebody out there listening would like to know. You might want to know, what do you mean by cards?
Oh, good clear by the London goalie, or the Bexley goalie there. If the player is called for certain infractions, using profane language, poor sportsmanship, you can get a yellow card. If you get 2 yellow cards, you get a red, and you're out of the game. If you commit what they call a flagrant foul, take somebody down from behind, trip them, something like that, you can get an immediate red card and get ejected from the game. So there's 2 colors of cards, 2 yellows and you're out, or 1 red and you're out.
Okay. I've been watching here. It seemed like a game of quickness too. Their goalie's just down here. He's just gonna go to sleep down there, I think.
Yeah, London shot over the goal line by Bexley there. Yeah, the goalie for Bexley hasn't had a whole lot of work there this evening.
He's kind of left out. He was down there by the field by himself. He was sitting down just a minute ago.
And you mentioned quickness. That is a very real important aspect of the game. Especially by you need quick forwards, and also your defenders at the other end need to be quick, particularly if a team like Bexley that has a lot of speed will just blow right by the defense, so to speak. So it is really a game of quickness.
I believe this is a league game too, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, we probably played Bexley twice, and I don't know which one is the league game, but it could very well be.
You only play one league game and the other one's not?
Right, even if you play them twice in the season, in our league, it's only one of the game counts as league.
Is that right?
Yeah.
And then
Like
the
we'll
league
play
right
Washington
now,
Courthouse again,
okay.
but that will just be a regular season game and not a league game. And probably the same with, we may play West Jeff twice.
And we have 2 wins in the league right now, of the 2 league games we've had, so we're in
Even
pretty
with
good shape that way.
a 2-5 record, London is, 2-0.
Yeah, in the league.
Yeah. Or at least they got 2 wins in the league. I don't know if they got any losses in the league, but
According to Heath, they didn't have any losses in the league.
So
That'd be something. You play the same team twice and they beat you twice, but you still can come up and win the league.
yeah.
If they would beat you twice.
Oh,
Ooh.
almost a face shot.
Yeah, like I say, if you get in the road, you can get your bell rung pretty good with the soccer ball side of the head. Shot across there by Bexley with a shot in at goal. It misses, and a goal kick coming up for London.
And we're down to 12 and a half minute mark with score 7-0,
7-0, as they say.
zilch.
Zilch.
Oh, shit. Seems awful quiet here.
Yeah, there's not a whole lot of fan noise tonight. I guess being down 7-0, there's not a lot to cheer about on a regular basis.
We're going to do the Powder Puff game again this year, so everybody needs to come out to see that. If they weren't here last year, they missed it. Boy, that was talking about a game. Those girls really play some football. Some good athletes in that.
Powder Puff, is that all girls playing?
All girls.
Both sides, huh?
Yeah.
Okay. Never seen one of those.
Flag.
When's that coming up?
Next month.
Okay.
Yeah.
That was a good game last year. Good games.
And the weather was rotten. I mean, it was cold and raining and doing a little bit of everything. Had a good turnout. Look for a bigger turnout this year.
Shot on goal there and saved by the goalie Chaz Fleming. But Bexley's defense is holding the ball. It's not often getting past midfield, rather than to set up a play for Bexley, it seems like. And there again, our comments about quickness come into play. If you get to the ball first, then that's one of the main things.
And if you got some quickness this late in the game, then you are in really good shape.
Yeah. What do we see on the Bexley bench? Probably 7 or 8 subs sitting over there.
Right.
So, versus 2 for London, that's a lot of fresh legs sitting over there.
Fresh leg.
We got a little run going here by London. Picked up. Looks like a jumping in call.
Now what we got here, a free kick? Is that what you call this?
Right, this is a direct kick. He could score on this kick if he gets it in.
Are they out to try to block it?
They have to be 10 yards away from the ball, but yeah. Yeah. The thought there was probably put the ball up high enough for somebody to get ahead on it.
Get ahead on it.
Yeah. Because normally it's difficult to get a shot in from that distance. And run down by Bexley and a shot wide of the goal. So we got another goal kick coming up here for London. We need to get back down on the other end of the field for a little while. You get sleepy there?
Carl's going, cameraman's falling asleep.
Get a little different filming this, man. Just fire.
Yeah, it
Try to
is.
follow that ball. Follow the bouncing ball.
Well, I've seen some soccer games that look like a tennis match. They just kick the ball from one end to the other, back and forth.
I was hoping to get some scoring here tonight, make a little more interesting game, but I didn't want to be all there.
Yeah, no.
You know,
Like you said a while ago, like right now, there's at least 4 defenders back. There's always 3 back for them. So Bexley, it makes it kind of hard for London to get past them. A lot of hand checking there. And I'm sure these guys get a little frustrated when we get scores like this.
Yeah, that's often when you see the fights break out.
Yeah.
You know, like any other
Somebody
game.
get the jaw on you and ribbing you out there, and then next thing you know, Katie bar the door.
But this has been a real clean game. Game Monday night, I caught the second half, and there was a lot of cards in that London Northwestern game. The boys should be proud of the game. They are playing tonight. It's been a good, clean game, and they put a lot of effort into it.
It's kind of seemed to be outmatched, like you say, with no bench. I know we've got some all-for-tired London players out there.
Yep. Well, personally, I can't remember when a London team has defeated Bexley in soccer, so
Yeah.
it's always a tough game. Well, we got a foul down there by the Bexley. It'd be a direct kick out of there for London. Nice kick. Chad Price out of there. Floated down across the 50-yard line. Midfield, as we call it, I guess.
Yeah, I keep saying yard
Yeah,
line.
we see all the football markings on here. And
I called a 51-yard line during the game.
Yeah.
One time they got them doing football there. These guys, I see them try to land the ball on their chest and roll it down for a kick. That's kind of a special maneuver too, isn't it?
yeah, called trapping the ball. There's various ways. You'll see a lot of them trap it against their chest and just try to deaden the ball right there so it falls flat at their feet. A lot of times it'll bounce 10 yards away too if you don't do it right. So.
That's what would probably happen if it hit my chest as hard as it is. Oh, come on, Carl. I might have to quit pumping that iron, Carl.
Fork.
What do we got? A tripping call.
We get the ball out there.
Well, London looks like they got a
You get a kick?
free kick down there.
Oh, kick, all right.
Oh, a lot of bodies in there to try to get a ball through.
Sure was. Uh-oh.
Okay, you got.
One person.
Yep. So that's why it takes a quick defense. Offsides call on the play, so it's an indirect kick up there for London.
I don't know, London's tired, boy. Man.
Yeah, we got 5 minutes to go in the game, in the contest. Score still 7-0. 7-0.
Right. What was it at halftime? 6.
6, I believe.
So they've played a.
Whale of a.
As we talked, they scored another goal.
We
Bexley.
spoke too soon.
Way to go, guys.
All right. Well, that's generally the way it happens, isn't it? You talk about something, and then the opposite happens.
2-6. They've only scored 2 points in almost 40 minutes against us. That's pretty good against a team that has no
Yeah.
subs.
Put the hex on us.
We'll have to quit talking that way, I guess.
Daggone it.
Eric Chin has come out. He hadn't been in for a while. He's getting a good rest. Number 14, Ben Goodyear.
Take it. All right. Somebody down there. Man, they're down there, stop it every time.
Yep. Bexley's got anywhere from 3 to 5 players back there all the time, seems like. They do a lot of passing.
Yeah, and I was watching that. The redhead on Bexley he was going to get into a certain area for the ball to get to him, and he run from at least 10 yards around out of the way just to get to a certain area to get the ball to him. They have a lot of set plays, seems like.
Yeah, the players work on that in practice, is knowing where the other is going to be when the ball goes to a certain area of the field.
There was a dead shot like he was talking about.
Yeah, he
deadened the ball.
Trapped it right on his chest, and then he kicked it without the ball leaving and hitting the ground.
Can you kick it where you're on the ground?
I believe you can now. It used to be if you kicked the ball on the ground, it was what they call a dangerous play. They've changed some of the rules, and I haven't seen them call that this year yet.
Well, we're under 4 minutes now.
Yeah, I think everybody's just wanting to get out of this one.
Yeah, 8 to
8-0, 8 to nothing, 8 to Zippo.
Anyway,
It'd be nice to see London get a goal here.
Yeah, it would.
So many times you play teams like Bexley, Nolantangi, and Big Walnut that you don't get any goals. It's kind of hard for the morale, so to speak.
It's heartbreaking, there's no doubt about it.
Nice. Oh, I thought he had it over the goal, but another goal scored by Bexley.
Frustration showing.
Just a wee bit. Fleming tried to tip it up over the goal post, but didn't quite make it. It's certainly a good effort on his part, though.
He's played a good game. I say a lot of the points were scored when he was out.
And he saved a lot of goals in there.
He really did. He
knocked down a lot of shots.
He had a really big workout in the first half. As we go under 3 minutes, 9-0. I'll remember that nil here in a minute.
Handball. Okay, looks like we may have a card here on the Bexley player for handling the ball.
First card in the game, huh?
What do we got, a yellow card?
Well, the officials carry the cards in their pocket?
Yeah, he's got a red and a yellow card in his pocket there. That player will have to go off until at least the next substitution.
What do you get that card for?
Handling the ball intentionally down there.
Huh.
Yeah, and
oh, he's not liking it too well. He's giving the referee all kind of static over there at the end of the bench.
He wants him. The ref wants him.
Who, me?
Yeah.
Looks like number 12 over there.
Will he get a card?
Jared McKinley looks like he's going to get a card for intentionally handling the ball.
And
that really wasn't inadvertent handball. He reached up and tried to grab it. And
that's reflexes.
yeah.
But still, if you got another yellow for that, he get a red.
Right.
Hey, that don't even equal to fighting or nothing.
No. So yeah, 2 yellows make a red.
Hey.
But you can replace the player if you get 2 yellow cards, which is a red. But if a guy gets a red card for a flagrant foul, you have to play short.
Is that right?
Yeah. Looks like we're calling a few more fouls here late in the game.
Yeah, we're down to the 2 minute mark.
Yeah. And a lot of times, if you get a player with a yellow card, you'd probably just, if it's not if you're not going to decide the outcome of the game, you probably just leave him out so he doesn't get a red one.
Right.
Because you get the red card and you're out for 2 games.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So,
so if you got an official who don't like you,
yeah,
he could put you out pretty quick. Not saying officials do that now, since I know you were an official.
And it, a lot would have to do with the attitude and the personalities of the official and the player involved. But I'm sure it's happened before.
Man, they get that ball in there quick.
They do. They don't waste any time. They don't give London
Yep.
a chance to set up any kind of defense at all. What's rough
Like
about
a
these kind of
handball was not called in there on Bexley.
What's rough about these kind of games is you're taking this whipping and there's nothing you can do about it.
Yeah.
And that is hard to take.
So
Carl want to get a shot of the goalie at the other end.
looks like he's kind of lonely down there, doesn't he? Well, we would go down and keep him company. Now that was really a handball too, where the number 14 for Bexley kind of stopped the ball with his elbow up there. Anytime you make a deliberate attempt with your hand or any part of your arms, you know, to bring the ball down, it ought to be called a handball.
Got 15 seconds. There's a quick shot of the goalie, and you can tell he's
10, 9,
not too interested in what's going on.
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Well,
That ends the contest there. And Roger, I want to thank you. It is Roger, isn't it?
yeah,
I want to thank you for coming out and doing this for me with us.
my pleasure,
I
Gary.
appreciate it. The quick summary, London was just outmanned and outplayed.
It was, from my standpoint, a typical London-Bexley game. It's been a tough rivalry. Bexley always comes in with a good program, and it's very difficult to play a class act like Bexley normally has in their soccer program.
Yeah,
Basketball, football, and other sports, you know, London does real well.
right.
We've been playing soccer a long time here at London, but it still hasn't matured to the point where, you know, Bexley has been playing for years.
Yeah, maybe we'll get a chance to do this again sometime. And like I said, once again, I want to thank you for coming up. And this is Gary McNeil and Roger Thompson saying good night for another Athletic Sports from London. See ya, wouldn't want to be ya.